3 nominees. Your top 3 nominees.
What would I say about the selection? This one choke.
All right, for me, I feel the category is very, very tough.
Behind the scenes, 3 cold dishes and the head.
I feel behind the scene will win it because Funke, this will be your 6th one.
Today we are looking into the African Magic Viewers Choice Award 12th edition 2026, and we are looking into the best movie. The nominees are So now you've seen the nominees. What do you think about the nominees? Ayo, what's your own first 3 nominees? Your top 3 nominees.
Okay, I'll let you know my top 3, but I also want to talk about the selection.
Yeah.
Selection, you ought to. I would like to. Now let's establish something when it comes to AMVCA, and I think they've talked about this over, not directly because AMVCA will not respond, and I know them. They will not respond to social media tantrums and all that. No, they won't. But one thing about them is, one information I can tell you categorically is, you might have your personal fave or faves, but if the producer or producers of these movies did not submit their body of work, it will not make the nomination list. So let's have that at the back of our minds.
Yeah.
But what do I think about the nomination, this year's nomination, this category? I would say, well, it's heavily contested. It's a tough one because in this same category we have a director an actor who debuted as a director in this category. We also had how do I put it now, an A-list artist bankrolling a movie in this category. Then we also have someone who has won 5 AMVCAs in the same category. We also have a movie that had about 5 actresses coming together. 4. Wumi Toriola, Bisola, about 4 coming together to produce one movie. Then we also have, so it's heavily contested. So what would I say about the selection? This one choke. So going to my top 3, should I go to my top 3 now? Top 3 in no particular order. Behind the scenes, 3 cold dishes and the head.
Okay. All right. Jude, what's your view on this also?
All right, so me, I feel the category is very, very tough. So I know when we saw that category, some people were asking why are there not some YouTube movies also on this list. And I'll say, just like I mentioned, if they have submitted, but I don't know if AMVCA has a room to accept a YouTube movie.
Can I answer that question?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay.
So now AMVCA, I'm not speaking on behalf of AMVCA rather, but we've been on this for a while now, so we understand how it goes. There are set rules and standards placed on each entry.
Okay.
So whether you're from YouTube, cinema, or streaming, if your movie does not tick those boxes, even though your movie has millions of views on YouTube, it will not cross. So and it's not just peculiar to AMVCA. Even the Oscars, even the Grammys have these set rules and standards. So
if you don't submit,
and even if you do submit,
you have to do some screening.
But you have to go through some screening process. Yeah. So if he doesn't make that cut, your movie will not be shortlisted.
Well, also, I think there have been some questions too that these movies aren't shown on African Magic. So why were they?
Okay.
Why should they be on the list?
Okay,
you know,
it's not Africa. It's African Magic Viewers Choice Awards,
yeah.
but it's not
African
it's not an African Magic exclusive.
That's what they should have said. I mean, from the onset, or were they publications to that effect?
No, AMVCA, I would say it's like a brand name.
Like
Yes.
the Eddies and
Like, so it's like a brand name. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, every movie that made the cut was shown on African Magic channels. No, it's just a brand name. It's like a name housing storytellers in Africa. Whether you're from the north, south, east, or west Africa, as long as you're a good storyteller, that AMVCA is like the umbrella. So they are not looking at. It's not a movie. It's not a movie award that celebrates
African Magic
materials
Viewers.
on their platform
Okay.
only. They are open to other platforms. That's why
platforms.
you have Netflix, Prime,
YouTube and the likes
and
of
cover
them.
every other person.
Yeah. How about you, Jude? Do you have anything to say on it before we go to the top one on your list?
For me, I just feel like he really explained it. You know, I know Ayo has been around
For
a
decades.
while. You know, he has been attending. He
Yes,
has
back to
some
back.
friends around multi-choice.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. He's here. I'm saying
He
he's
is
present.
here. It's true.
Allegedly.
So he has
It's
some
true.
friends.
He knows
and
the
Gs,
movers and the
and
shakers
they
of
tell him,
AMVCA.
this is the reason why we do like this.
So whatever he says.
So whatever he says, he's saying from
an informed
direct
view. Yeah.
But
so,
it's online. You can actually check it up.
yeah.
It's online too. These guidelines are online. So
So I just pray to see one day one of the YouTube movies will also meet their criterias and also be online, because I know a lot of people are looking at movies like Love in Every World that did very well, and everybody was it did very well in terms of how would I call it? Yeah, not cloud, popularity. It was popular.
I don't want us to go.
I don't. That's not good.
Let's
there.
just leave
I
it
know.
as that,
I know
yeah.
there was an issue somewhere. in terms
An
of
issue.
Issues. Anyway, let's go into. Let's talk about your top one on your top three. Which one are you going
so
for
I'll just
for
do
the best
top. I'll
movie
just do
category?
top one for you. Because I don't have that. Okay, top two.
Top one. Why are you always like
He
this?
gave me top three.
Yeah, no. Okay, haven't you mentioned?
No,
it?
he hasn't. He hasn't
I
mentioned his
thought
top
he
three.
has. Okay, oh yeah.
So my top three is almost like his own top three.
Okay.
So but I'll start with the heads, then behind the scene, and
Three codes.
three codes
Dishes.
So that's what I'm just saying with.
Okay, nice pick. So, which is your top one?
Who do I think will win this category?
Yeah.
Best movie, and why? Why did I go for for those three movies? I'll tell you categorically. Two of those movies addressed pressing societal issues. One, human and drug trafficking. That's Three Cold Dishes. The second one, that's The Herd, talked about the insurgency, banditry, and terrorism. And also drug trafficking too. Then the third one, which is behind the scenes, addressed some other issues of family dynamics and all that. So that's why I went for those three. Now, who's gonna win the best movie at the AMVCA 12
Edition. Yeah.
and why? Oh, the movie that's gonna win was actually bankrolled by Burna Boy and also his mother. That's Burna Boy and Bosse, Mrs. Bosse Ogulu. That's Three Cold Dishes. And why did I go for Three Cold Dishes? I'll tell you. Now, first off, yes, I know the movie addresses human trafficking, drug trafficking, and the kind of corruption that happens the interstate or inter-country. But also, it's also detailed the struggles women go through. Prostitution, drug abuse, family betrayal, and the stories that we're dealing with, or the crime
In the system.
the systemic error and the challenges women are going through. Young women, I would say. Did they rain vengeance on their how I put it? What's the word now? The perpetrators of those crimes? Yes, they did. But really, it was if you watch that movie, it's not just a movie to make you happy. It's
Dealt with your emotions.
sober reflection all through. And also the movie had its bilingual. That means both French and English cutting across, reaching other countries. So it's not a movie made for Nigeria. It's a movie made for Africa. And telling us that this is what we are struggling with. However, are there solutions to this? Yes, there are. So I would say Three Cold Dishes will win the best movie of the year. And Asof, one of your guys too, will also win this. Asof is the one that produced, is the cinematographer that produced or that directed this movie.
Nice pick. How about you, Joe?
Have you ever gone to a manifesto, a political manifesto, and you're listening to one politician make a very great statement, and you feel like,
oh wow,
what am I saying? Because I just kept listening to him, like,
yeah,
wow.
It was so detailed.
So the thing is, I'm going to be very,
blunt.
Yes, I just feel that is behind the scene that will win it. See, he has spoken so many things. That's his own view. Everybody has their own view about movies. Yes, so the reason I spot on behind the scene is that, first of all, the name of the movie itself. I like when you coin a name out of the movie. It's like you don't need to understand the movie. So when you watch the movie, you understand the reason why it was named that way. Then the morals behind the movies. He mentioned his own morals around Three Cold Dishes, and I also saw great morals in behind the scene, and also saw really I can relate to the story as well. It was relatable. The actors carried us along. Just the acting was on point. So I felt it. Yes, I'm a cool-hearted person sometimes. So, but for you to make me feel something about you do work on, so that's for me right now. Behind the scene, I feel behind the scene will win it, because Funke, this will be your sixth one.
Inshallah.
Yeah. Anyway, for me, I think behind the scene too, and then my top three: behind the scene, The Herd, and Three Cold Dishes. But for the toppest, I would say The Herd, because it talks about insecurity and the whole systemic failure in governance and also protecting lives and properties. So these are our predictions for the best movie selection nomination. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Bye for now.